Good morning, everyone. This is in regard to the request that has come to me for the blob container copy request. So I'm going to show you how you can run a blob trigger and uh, copy the blobs from one container or one storage to another. Now, there are various ways of doing it. One of the way is you can do with .NET if you want to use the trigger, or you can use with Python as a code, or you can use your PowerShell as the code. So I'll demonstrate with you to you all with the PowerShell. Now to run this, basically you require some codes and some files. I'll share with you the PowerShell code. I will also share with you the process that you require to run this activity, and from there you can do it yourself. So what I'm going to show you is here. So I've created two storage accounts in the storage center. One is a primary storage, one is a secondary storage. In primary storage, I have created a source container, and the source container has got these three files. When I go to my secondary storage, these files, when I upload, should automatically be copied to the destination container. So this is what is the outcome. So I'm going to delete these blobs that I have created, and I'm going to delete them. Similarly, I'll go back to the primary container, and I'm going to delete the files or the blobs from the primary container as well. So I'll click and delete it. I thought like you will be able to do it, but despite some examples that I gave you over YouTube, some of the students were still struggling. But that's okay. It's a good thing you tried, but I'm now going to demonstrate to every one of you. To do this, you need Visual Studio Code. I'm going to run it from Visual Studio Code, so I'll just press Ctrl C, clear the screen, and I'm going to create and run the blob trigger into this activity. So to do this, I will simply go to my Azure, which is here. I'm going to close all of them. I don't need any of these. You should be signed into your Azure. I need to go to the workspace. Rest of them I don't need over here, logic app, etc. So I'll just remove it, and I'm going to go to function, and I'm going to say create function, and I'm going to select the folder where I'm going to put it. So I have created a folder on my desktop, which is you can create wherever you want. So this is the folder I'm going to create now, and I'll call it as Blob Trigger copy. I'm going to create it, and I'm going to put my trigger over here. I'm going to use PowerShell for this activity. I'm going to use Blob Storage trigger. I'll name the function as BlobTrigger1 default. I'll set up the default local JSON settings, and then it is going to ask me for the directory where the folders will be going to, or the primary storage will be. So I'll wait for it, and I'll go here. I'll copy my primary storage account. Still loading, so I'll wait for it to load, because it is communicating with Azure and downloading the PowerShell. Make sure you have the latest version of PowerShell. If not, then please update it. You can run this on Mac, Windows, or Linux. For last 2 days I was having some issues with the Python code, so I decided to do it in PowerShell for you all. Another thing that you will be needing is azCopy. Make sure your azCopy is downloaded and is in the same directory where your trigger resides, because azCopy has got a built-in command which can copy the files from the blob. So we'll just wait for it to load. And the Azure storage account for remote storage, I'm going to select this primary storage, and the container that I will be writing onto is source. So I have already created a source container as I showed you over here in the containers, and I'm going to use that source container file, and I'll press enter, and I'm going to open in the current window only, and now the PowerShell project is going to get created. So we'll just wait for a few seconds and the PowerShell file will be available to us. Now you can see we have the Visual Studio Code, the Blob Trigger, and the Blob Trigger has got the PowerShell file into it, and if we click onto this, we have got some activity. Now let's try to execute it. Let's try to run the trigger. So click on this run and debug on the left, click here and select attach to PowerShell over here, and I'll do it later, and click run, and it is going to connect to the Azure Storage account and it will execute. So finally, when you upload any blob onto it, you must get the success. So it's still executing this trigger, writing the necessary commands and the files to execute the blobs, and it is going to run for it. So we will wait for the system to say that yes, I'm available and you can start. So for the first time, it is going to take a bit of a time. So please be patient and wait. Not long, but yes, bit of a time. Over here. And it is asking select the storage account. I'll put it in the same place and it will start executing now. But if you want, you can put it on a different storage account where your function resides. That's up to you. And just ignore these things, and it is saying that the blob trigger worker process is initialized and you should be able to start running the code. So I'll go back here in the PowerShell. We'll attach it, go back here to my storage account. I'll go to source and I'm going to upload a blob, and you can always go, and I'm just going to upload this file, whatever it is, upload. And if I go back here, you will shortly see a log has appeared that the function has been executed successfully. So we'll wait for that log to come, and once it is done and the command has been completed successfully. So this is correct. Now our next step is press Ctrl C to exit or type detach. Now our next code is now to associate this with the code. So few things. First thing is that in your blob trigger here you should have azCopy. So I'll go to my applications. You must have downloaded azCopy. I'll copy azCopy over here. Windows user, please use your azCopy exe wherever you have put it. So that's up to you. And I'm going to paste it. So first thing I need is azCopy. Then I'll go to this trigger. I'll go back to the file that I have created. I'm going to add this content over here, which I will share with you all from the PowerShell, because other commands are related to other activities. So I'm just going to write from here. So this is processed, and now we are going to create a new file. I'll show it to you. I'll open this in bracket and I'll show it to you what I'm doing. So command O, and I'm going to open this from desktop, blob trigger copy, and I'll go to blob trigger and I'm going to open run ps and I'm going to show it to you. So what I'm doing over here now. So I'm just going to increase the view. So a bit zoom in. Let me see how I can zoom in this. View. Increase font size here. So command plus. So you can all see what I'm going to do here. And also I'm going to write one more command here, which I'll show you what does it mean. So I'll again go back to the previous file, which is PowerShell, and I'm going to paste this also because this is what I need. Command C, and I go back to my run ps1 and I'm going to paste this. So this is what you need. So anything that starts with hash is the comment statement. So what you need is the source file, the destination file, the folder name, the SAS token, and the path. So I have created three variables, which is source URI, source blob container, source SAS token. I'll show you how to pick it up. So go back to your Azure Storage. Let's go to the storage center. Let's go to primary storage. Let's go here to configuration, endpoints. And let's pick up the primary endpoint. So this is our blob. So copy it, go back to your container and paste it over here. Done. The container name is source. Now the source token. Go to SAS, select everything. I'm picking everything by default and just click and create generate SAS token. And this is your SAS string. So this is for blob. You can copy everything after question mark from here. Copy it, go here and paste it. Done. And then these are the three variables. $source URI, I'll show it to you. $source blob container holds this value. Source SAS token holds this value. Make sure this question mark is there. And the full path is this container, trigger metadata that is coming from here, and the source SAS token, which is going to authorize you to do that. Similarly, we'll do it for destination. So we'll go back here to storage accounts, go back to secondary storage, go back to your endpoints, copy the endpoint for the blob, which is here, paste it over here. So this is my endpoint for the blob, and the destination is the folder. I'm going to generate the SAS token. Go back here, I'll select all of them, and I'm going to click generate SAS connection string. Copy everything after question mark from blob. Including the question mark, because that is the search. And I'm going to go and paste it. And again, the value is stored of all these three into this variable. Now I need to copy or run azCopy. So azCopy must be copied into your directory. I'll copy, I'm just saying copy blob from this path to destination path. So I'm just writing this command and I'm running the command. If you are a Windows user, use azcopy.exe. I'm not a Windows user, I'm a Mac user. So I'll just say use azCopy, copy source, destination, and recursive means if there is any folder also, and that folder has got subfolders or directories, should be copied. I'll show it to you. So I'll save this and I'll go back here in my Visual Studio Code and I'll close it over here. Don't save, and I'm going to open my file from here, which is here, run ps, and now it is updated over here. So I've modified into my editor. You can use your any editor that you have, like Notepad, etc. Make the changes there and bring it back and display it onto the system. So let's try to test this now. To do this, I'm going to go back here and I'll say run, and I will say run, and the function will start and the execution will begin. And now process has been initialized, and wait. Now you can see it is beginning. I'll again clear it, clear the screen for you. I'll make it slightly bigger for you to view over here, and again I'm going to run. So let it run. It is going to show the previous logs also, so just ignore that. Ignore the warnings also. because I have not initiated the application insights. You can do them later on into your function. You can copy this function and move it to your function app later on, which I'll show it to you and will be available, and insights will be available too. So it's available now and it is working. So let's go here. Let's go to storage account. Let's go to primary storage. Let's go to our containers. Let's go to our source container. There's a file that is added. I'm also going to add a directory and I'm going to call it test. Okay. So here is the test directory. In the test directory, I will also upload the same file, which is here. Overwrite if there. I'll go back to the source container and I'm going to upload a couple of more files here, and I'll say browse more files, and I'm going to upload 3 more files. Open, overwrite, upload, and go back to my Visual Studio Code, and you will see that the execution script will come. So we will wait for the script to execute and the logs to appear over here, and they will automatically come and keep on adding over here, and you can see that they are coming. So let's go to our target container, which is here in secondary storage. We'll click on the containers. We'll click on the destination, and you should see that the files have come in automatically over here into the system. So I hope this video helps you to execute your azCopy command. If you have any questions or queries, please feel free and welcome to write your comments in the space or share your comments. Thanks for watching.